I would love to see Buhari handcuffed, made to pay for his crimes against humanity, especially Nigeria, Showore says. Yeah, because under Buhari as head of state and Buratai as chief of army staff, he was terrible in Nigeria. Okay, with the answers people they have killed, with what they have done to Nnamdi Kano, with all the killings that have taken place by bandits, okay, Boko Haram and ISWAP were reigning everywhere, took over several local government areas in Borno State, took over several local government areas and communities in Niger State. Okay, under him, El Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, was killing Christians in Southern Kaduna, or supervising the killing of Christians in Southern Kaduna without intervening. Okay, there were a lot of suicidal bombs against Christians, churches, and everywhere. So what do you have to say? And I know why Showore is saying this is that he was still under the same Buhari that Showore was locked up, okay, was seized and locked up for no just cause, for saying that, Nigeria, there must be revolution in Nigeria for now. Eh? So I'm sure that is exactly Showere's eyes has seen red under the DSS custody or in the DSS custody under Buhari's government. So there is actually nothing good that happened in Buhari government. Unfortunately, Tinubu has come to continue for where Buhari stopped. So it's going to be more terrible under Tinubu's government than Buhari's government. That is it. Now, the human rights activist and Revolution Now convener said that in Nigeria, when leaders misbehave or commit crimes, they are offered pensions when they leave office. But when leaders of civilized countries commit crimes, they are arrested and prosecuted for their crimes. Exactly. The candidate of African Action Congress AAC in the 2019 and 2023 presidential elections, Omoyele Sowore, has said that former President Muhammadu Buhari must be made to pay for the crimes he committed against humanity in Nigeria while in office, including human rights violations and enforced disappearances. Sowore, who said this at an event to mark 2023 International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearance in Abuja, noted that one day he would love to see former President Buhari handcuffed and made to pay for all his crimes against Nigerians, either in Nigeria or at the International Criminal Court. The human rights activist and Revolution Now convener said that in Nigeria, when leaders misbehave or commit crimes, they are offered pensions when they leave office. But when leaders of civilized countries commit crimes, they are arrested and prosecuted for their crimes. So according to him, the U.S., from where Nigeria imported its democracy and human rights statute, has had democracy for 200 years. He noted that former President Donald Trump has been charged 4 times with 91 different crimes, and there may be more. Sowore lamented that, on the contrary, Nigerian leaders who engage in corruption, abuse of human rights, are given red carpet reception every day and every night, everywhere, including the one that just left office, Buhari. He continued, the moment he left, the Nigerian government first paid for him to go and do a medical checkup in London instead of putting him on the plane to go to the ICC criminal court for prosecution. Because the forced disappearance we are seeing is small compared to what the Buhari regime did in terms of human rights violation. We are not talking about people who were summarily executed, having been labeled as IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra members, or the 3,000 Shiite members that were killed and buried overnight in Zaria. Okay, the person who did it, the governor of the state, was about to be made a minister, and he's now a reggae musician because they didn't make him minister. These are grievous crimes, and Nigeria has witnessed too many of these inhuman crimes. Okay, degrading treatment and torture of its citizens that we should not be appealing to the government. We should not be appealing to the government who are responsible for committing the crimes. Nigeria must reach a level where Nigerian leaders pay for their own crimes, whether they are in office or outside of office. I would love one day to see Buhari handcuffed to pay for his crimes, if not in this country, at the International Criminal Court of Justice. These crimes don't have a statute of limitation. It doesn't matter whether you committed forced disappearance in 1960 or in 2023. You can be punished for it at any age as long as you are alive. It applies to the military, the police officers, the DSS, or anybody within the Nigerian security agencies. The DSS officers behave as if they don't have names, families, and records. We know all of them. And if you have been working against the Nigerian people, no matter how long it takes, you must be made to pay for the atrocities you committed against the Nigerian people. It is not true that nothing will happen forever. Some of them will start paying for their crimes when they retire, he added. So that is it. So Showore is hoping that one day we will see Buhari, being handcuffed. Already, Nigerian government protect themselves when they leave office. That is the truth. And that is why before they leave, they try to put someone that will protect their interest after they had left. That is exactly why Nigeria will not get better. Because if you say Buhari could not prosecute Jonathan, okay, Jonathan could not prosecute Obasanjo, the same way Tinubu will not be able to prosecute Buhari. That is it. Okay? And even when you take them to International Criminal Court of Justice, who is going to drive it? It's supposed to be the government in power. So when the government in power is corrupt, nothing is going to happen and nobody will drive it. That's how bad it is. Yeah? Somebody shall support you. Yeah, it's a very good statement, but how will it happen and when will it happen in Nigeria? We will be glad to see first in history how possible a former president is being handcuffed in Nigeria. Forget sentiment. Buhari should be jailed for the crime committed against humanity. I wish it could happen and others too. Me too. I support 100%. Will even contribute if needed.